thugs. We'll also have the latest on the fighting in the east of Libya. All that and more appears at the top of the hour.
Anderson, thank you very much. Imagine the toll of a natural disaster like today's earthquake and tsunami struck closer to home. What would happen in a city like Los Angeles? Well, a magnitude 7.8 quake would kill nearly 2,000 people and injure 50,000 more. Are we prepared? Joining me now is the mayor, Antonio Villaraigosa. Mayor Villaraigosa, dreadful scenes in Japan. You, as a mayor of a massive city in America that has suffered numerous earthquakes, must look at what's going on there and wonder, wow, are we going to get one of these here soon? And if so, are we prepared to deal with it?
Well, first of all, Pierce, our hearts and prayers are with the people of Japan and the Japanese-American community that lives here in Los Angeles, the largest in the United States. And yes, that's a question that any chief executive and that our first responders ask ourselves all the time, which is why LA has a state-of-the-art emergency operations center, which is why we collaborate with our local and state and federal partners in the way that we do, and why we participate in the largest preparedness exercise in the United States of America. It started here. It's called the Great California Shakeout. Businesses, schools, first responders participate on a level that is not replicated anywhere in the country.
I mean, Mr. Mayor, we hear in Japan that many lives may have been saved by the fact there was at least some warning given to the people, even if it was just 30 seconds or so. Do you have that kind of fail-safe system in place, or could California be caught, could Los Angeles be caught completely unawares? I mean, how fast can these tsunamis strike, can these quakes strike?
Well, I'm not an expert on that, but I can tell you the following. I got in real time on my BlackBerry. I was in Washington, D.C. I woke up early in the morning, and we got regular updates on what the status of the earthquake and the tsunami watch was. We participated in an exercise to reassess our tsunami weak points, if you will, along our city's coast. In 2009, we put up tsunami watch signs. We've reassessed where the points of weaknesses are. We had a number of unified commands at the port, at the airport, and in West Los Angeles to monitor all of this. And we were on top of it from early in the morning to this afternoon.
And let me ask you about the behavior of some people on the coast in Los Angeles. I mean, I was pretty flabbergasted this morning that despite warnings of a potential tsunami, you've got people going out surfing, swimming, walking on the beach as if nothing's happening. Is that just crass stupidity in your view?
Yes. Yes is the answer. Look, Pierce, we've seen this in fires, in evacuations, with floods that we've had, and in earthquakes. Unfortunately, despite the fact that we warn people not to go to these areas of devastation and destruction, oftentimes they don't heed the warnings. We can close the beach as an example, but people will still try to come. It's happened many, many times, and it is the utmost in stupidity, as you said.
Mayor Villaraigosa, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Coming up, I'll ask the weather experts. Thank you. Coming up, I'll ask the weather experts, what is the Ring of Fire and why is it so dangerous? CNN's Rob Marciano and ABC's Sam Champion. Join me next.
Every Subaru is responsibly built in a zero landfill plant, so it's no wonder they fit so naturally with spring. Come to the Subaru Love Spring event. Get a Subaru and go love spring.
Spring is finally here.
The
sits on top of 3 major tectonic plates. Now, one American scientist is warning that despite what happened, Japan is still at risk for another major quake. And yet this morning's quake is the most powerful to ever strike Japan in recorded history. Even for a country that's as prepared as it can be, today proved once again that nature cannot be tamed. And hey, here are some gentlemen that meet your core values. Take a look at them. When I found Adam, it was just boom.
Review your matches free at eharmony.com.
Are you having any joy? What you getting out of living?
Alright. Lock and load 1 magazine. Take up a good firing position. We'll fire on my command.
It's the one place the dagger can be safely hidden. Take it there, Dust.
Worshipped him when the warrior lost territories hard won by his father. You kissed his picture while England had to pay 4 years' revenue to ransom him when he was captured. You are just as much to blame as anyone for the wreckage which is my inheritance. I broke her skin more than she did mine. Chancellor,